Some legacies are written in stone. Others are buried so deep, they wait 50 years just to be spoken aloud. When Eric Bills died, he left behind an empire worth billions, and one sentence in his will that would tear his family apart. To my daughter, Rebecca, and to the son I never had the courage to claim. No one in that room knew his name, but across the city, in a small apartment with peeling paint, a young man named Richardson was about to find out exactly who he was. He had spent his whole life believing he was nobody's son. By the end of this story, he would learn he was somebody's secret and somebody's mistake to fix. This is the unspoken legacy. Richardson had grown up believing his father was a stranger who sent money and nothing else. No visits, no calls, just an envelope every month, like clockwork, like guilt paying its debts in installments. He never asked for more, because asking for more meant hoping, and hope had never done him any favors. So when the letter arrived, embossed with a law firm's gold seal, he almost threw it away. You are named in the estate of Eric Bills. Your presence is required at the reading of the will. His hands went cold. The Eric name was on every billboard in the city, and somehow it was about to become his too. Rebecca Eric had spent her whole life being groomed for this moment. The company, the seat at the head of the table, the legacy that was supposed to be hers and hers alone. She did not expect a stranger to walk through that door and split it in half. "There must be a mistake," she said, when the lawyer finished reading. "There's no mistake," the lawyer replied. "Your father had a son before you were born. He kept it quiet. But the will is clear. 50% of the Eric Group goes to Richardson." Rebecca turned, and for the first time, looked directly at the man who was apparently her brother. He looked just as lost as she felt. "I didn't ask for this," Richardson said quietly. "Neither did I," she answered. "But it seems we don't get a say. The board gave them 30 days. Either find a way to run the company together or watch it get sold off in pieces to settle the dispute. 30 days of shared offices, shared decisions, shared history neither of them had asked to inherit. At first, it was war. Rebecca saw Richardson as a threat to everything she'd earned. Richardson saw Rebecca as a symbol of everything he'd been denied. But somewhere between the late-night strategy meetings and the quiet moments in empty hallways, something shifted. She started noticing how he listened before he spoke. He started noticing how her sharp edges softened when no one else was watching. Neither of them said it out loud, because saying it out loud would mean admitting that whatever this was, it had nothing to do with shares, or seats, or legacies. It was Richardson who found it, buried in his father's private files. A letter from Eric's own brother, Mr. Donald Bills, dated decades earlier. The affair that created Richardson hadn't been an accident. It had been arranged. Donald had introduced Eric to Richardson's mother deliberately, hoping a scandal would weaken his brother's hold on the family business and clear a path for himself. Eric never knew. He spent his whole life carrying guilt for a betrayal that wasn't fully his to carry. When Richardson showed Rebecca the letter, she sat in silence for a long time. "My father built his whole life around an apology," she finally said, "for a sin someone else designed. And I became the evidence," Richardson said. "Not the son, just the proof that the plan worked." For the first time, they weren't rivals dividing an inheritance. They were two people who'd both been used by the same old grudge. They confronted Donald together, confronted the company's board together, and when the dust settled, they made a decision no one expected. They would run the Eric Group as equal partners, not rivals, not strangers forced into the same blood, partners by choice. And on a quiet rooftop, watching the sun rise over a city that finally knew the truth, Daniel turned to Rebecca. "We're not really siblings," he said carefully. "Not by blood that ties us the way they assumed. Our parents' history made us family on paper, but everything I feel for you has nothing to do with paper." Rebecca didn't pull away. "I know," she whispered. "I've known for weeks. I was just afraid to be the one who said it first." The legacy their father left unspoken had finally found its voice. Not in boardrooms, not in wills, but in two people who chose each other, fully, with nothing left buried between them. For more interesting and mind-blowing stories, click on the subscribe button.